Hey everyone, I want to welcome you to the Pro Edge Challenge. It is Q4 2019 if you're here live. And this video is designed to show you what to expect in the challenge, how to prepare for the challenge. And this is warm-up week. And so what that means is this is the week that, yes, if you're in Canada and you're celebrating Thanksgiving, you're getting all of the turkey and the mashed potatoes and everything out of the way. If you're in the United States, it's Columbus Day. So maybe you're chillaxing or whatever it is you're doing, but this is your week to get prepared. So I'm going to walk you through everything from what to order, how to prepare both physically and mentally, and what to expect in this round of the challenge. And I want to welcome back everyone who's rejoining the challenge. I know we've had some incredible results with this challenge. And with that, let's get started. So the word focus. What does it mean? Follow one course until successful. And when you think about that in this challenge, that what we're asking you to do is to follow a course for 30 days. And that means not dip the toe in the water. Oh, and this is so hard and I'm going to quit. The question I have is this: how many things have you quit in your life that you regretted? And have you set for yourself the exact same goals year after year? You're going to release the same 30 pounds. You're going to get healthier. You're going to get your skin cleared up. You're going to sleep through the night. You're going to feel more balanced. And yet nothing's happening. What if this is the thing that can actually work? Following it for 30 days, the only way you're going to find out. So how this program came to be is following the core roots of Jim and Kathy Coover. When they started Isagenix in 2002, they set out with the vision to create the largest health and wellness company in the world and free people from physical and financial pain. And the premise was that if they could help people detox their bodies, that these people would feel better, they would look better, they'd sleep better, they'd just be better humans on the planet. And so how Pro Edge came to be is really reconnecting people with that original vision of Isagenix. And when the company first started, there was a 9-day cleanse. You jumped right into it. It was 2 detox days, 5 shake and meal days, and 2 detox days, and it was hardcore. And what we found over the years is that as Isagenix added other products, people got a little more creative in terms of how they were using them and maybe weren't getting the same results as if they had actually focused on a program, stuck with it, and did it according to plan. So John Anderson, who is one of the original founders and formulator, he really understood the science of the body and looking at our 100 trillion cells and saying, hey, if the cells aren't functioning properly, the body's not functioning properly, people aren't feeling as good as they could, if we detoxify the body at the cellular level, that's going to help people have a healthier outlook. And so what we found with the original Isagenix starting way back then was people were losing their cravings for things that weren't healthy for them. They started sleeping better, their skin started to clear up, they had more energy, and that resulted in people all over the world looking and feeling better with Isagenix. So my own journey and how I came to be with Isagenix is I used to be a professional athlete at the Ironman distance. I raced actually for Team Canada. I was a holistic nutritionist for years. And despite having all of the knowledge, the athletic background, the nutrition background, the training background, something wasn't quite right in my body. And back in 2003, a girlfriend of mine introduced me to Isagenix, and I went on the program, and 4 days in, my energy was through the roof. I was sleeping better. I was happier. I just had, in French, we'd say that joie de vivre. And for years, I had really struggled with my health. I had struggled with my weight. And when I met with this incredible program, it was the first time in my life that I felt in control. So I have been using the Isagenix products for over 16 years now. I have 5 kids. They range in age from 10 to 25. I've been sharing Isagenix for all of these years. And one of the things I'm most excited about this Pro Edge Challenge, it's allowing us to connect with the core of Isagenix and to use the new products in innovative ways put together in a very specific program to help you get the best results possible. So my own journey with the company has been just so tremendous and really focused on sharing Isagenix, helping people just like you feel the best they can. And, I want to ask you, if you had all the energy you wanted and you felt as great as you could, what else would you be doing in your life if you had those things? And that's where ProEdge comes in. The goal is to help you feel as good as you can so that you can go out and be the best mom, dad, grandma, grandpa, sister, brother, just human on the planet. And Jim and Kathy, I know I was talking to Kathy just recently about ProEdge, and I told her, I said, we're going to have hundreds and hundreds of people who go through the challenge. We surveyed people last year. The results were absolutely incredible. And she said, tell everyone I wish them the best of luck and I want to hear the results. So what we focus on the challenge is balanced life. So sleeping 7+ hours a night, a gallon or 4 liters of water every single day, moving our bodies 45 minutes a day. I know this is common sense, but just because it's common sense doesn't make it common practice. You could be walking, you could be stretching, you could be cycling, you could be doing hot yoga, running, whatever it is, it's getting your body moving. And it doesn't even have to be all 45 minutes at once. I know some days my life is so full that I might run for 20 minutes in the morning and then do, a Peloton workout at night just to get my 45 minutes in, right? Just do what you need to do. And then daily improvement for our minds. And that includes books, audios, podcasts, videos, and then using the Isagenix products. And we also focus on net carbs, not carbs. So this ProEdge formula is really a low carb, low sugar approach. And we know that one of the biggest challenges facing people today is just their sugar consumption. And when you're consuming a lot of sugar, it can take your hormones out of balance, your mood out of balance. Studies show it can lower your immune system. So it's not necessarily about losing body fat, although that might be a goal of yours. It's about getting you off this sugar craziness and getting rid of that codependence on sugar and doing it in a very healthy way. So we're calculating the net carbs. And so what this is, it's the total number of carbs minus the total grams of fiber, and then half of the sugar alcohol. So walking you through, this is an Ice-Lean shake. If I look at this, there's 24 grams of carbohydrate minus 8 grams of fiber. There's a lot of fiber in the Isagenix shakes. It's so healthy for you. So 24 grams minus 8, that's going to give you 16 grams of net carbs. There's no sugar alcohol here, so you don't subtract that. So if you were calculating this, you go, okay, my net carbs here are 16, and that will become very apparent in a moment. So when you're reading food labels, when you're reading Isagenix product labels, this is going to help you in calculating those. We have amazing coaches that are going to be coaching you through the program. We have a new round of coaches this round, so you can check those out in this Facebook group. And if you haven't joined the Facebook group, if you're watching this afterwards, make sure you do get logged into our Facebook group. So our first round, 93% of people broke a plateau and 75% felt very satisfied with the program. So we do send out surveys, and I do ask that you fill out the surveys because we do send those to corporate just to let them know how we're doing. These are some results after 30 days. I mean, just incredible. People leaning out, feeling better, guys, gals, people of all ages, losing that extra belly fat, just awesome. So it doesn't matter how many times you do the challenge. It just, all that matters is that every time you give it your all. And if you still have friends who want to opt in, depending on the date, they can opt in right up until October the 15th. If you're watching this after October the 15th at midnight, then unfortunately you can't opt into this round because we like everyone starting the same way. So a true ketogenic diet, you hear the word ketosis. So a ketogenic diet has been around for over 100 years. And it originally was designed to help people with a series of illnesses that were thought to be sugar dependent and sugar related. So what a true ketogenic diet looks like is the first 2 weeks, you do less than 20 grams of net carbs. After 2 weeks, you go up to 50 grams of net carbs. It can starve off things like candida, different diseases, balance out blood sugar, decrease the appetite, fat loss, mental clarity, fast results, skin. And so as someone who used to be a nutritionist, I no longer practice. I had been aware of the ketogenic diet for many, many years and had explored all of the benefits and the things I love, that people just felt a lot fuller. They had a ton more energy, and again, getting rid of that sugar codependence. Now, when I looked at it and I said, well, how can we take Isagenix products and put them into this style of diet, but maybe not say it's a ketogenic diet, but it is a low carb, low sugar diet. And so what we did, we reworked the Isagenix products to align with this. And so some of the challenges with this style of diet is the first 2 weeks are tough. So if you've been consuming a lot of sugar or drinking your red wine or whatever, as you go lower in sugar, there can be something called a keto flu. You can feel flu-like symptoms. So you can feel a little weak, a little tired, a little headachy. Those are not necessarily bad things. What that means is potentially that you're getting some die off. That could be one thing that's happening. You're just detoxing off of sugar. Sugar can be a drug, just like any drug is a drug and very addictive. As a vegan, it's tough to do with the net carbs. And so I'll talk about that in a moment. You can increase waste buildup in the body. So if you don't do this type of a program properly, say you were trying to do it without Isagenix, you weren't getting enough fiber, you might not be relieving yourself and flushing out the toxins from your body, and you could get constipated. And again, if you're addicted to sugar, that can also be a challenge for you. So with this challenge, we like to give you some resources. This is a great book, Headstrong by Dave Asprey, just to help you. But the question I have is, what if? So what if you are strong enough? What if you are tough enough to do this? What if now is the time? Especially at this time of year, what if now is the time for you to finally start to feel really amazing? Maybe it hasn't been the best year for you so far, and you're thinking, you know what, now is the time. And I don't want to start another year making the same resolutions I made the previous year. So what if now is the time for me to get lean and to get fit and to feel incredible and have that energy and maybe go back to the gym or crush it at the gym? So what if now is the time? So what we have designed here are two versions of the program. We call it Pro Edge Ultra and Pro Edge Light. And so in the Pro Edge Ultra program, we use the Content Oil. I'll talk about that. Isagenix Coffee, the Tri-Release Protein, Brain Boost, Ageless Essentials with Isogenesis, Omegas, Cleanse, Accelerators, Isoflesh, Whey Thins, and an Amp Bar, and BIA, the newest product. And then, so weeks 1 and 2, if you're doing the Ultra program, you're gonna go to net 20 grams of carbs a day. And this is for people, who is it for? Generally speaking, vegans wouldn't be able to do this, or vegetarians, and I'm vegetarian, so it's a little tougher to do net 20. This is for people who really want to go for it. Maybe you're at a period of time in your life where you're like, enough's enough, or you have challenges with sugar and you're like, that's it, I want to go cold turkey. So you put a drop or two of Content Oil in your water. It's going to curb your appetite. We make a butter coffee with Isagenix coffee and the ghee. Then the BIA is a great addition. I'll talk about that. And then Isopro and green shakes a day, or a Tri-Release and green shake, Brain Boost 4 a day, Ageless Essentials with Isogenesis. Your Omegas help you to release that body fat, Accelerators morning and noon, and Isoflesh before bed. And then weeks 3 and 4, we go up to 50 grams of carbs a day. So we're still doing some of the same things, the Tri-Release shakes, or you might use Isopro instead, it's up to you. Content Oil, AED, Omegas, Accelerator, but this is when you can start to add in Whey Thins, or you might want to start to add in some of your other favorite Isagenix products like the bars. So the Light program is designed for people who are vegetarians, who perhaps might not want to be as strict. This is the one I follow. So you're still the Content Oil in your water. If you're feeling like you have a struggle with hunger, your Isagenix Coffee. I love to do a butter coffee every single morning. Your Isoline Pro, Isoline Tri-Release, any of those, Brain Boost, AEDP, all the same supplements. And then, Ionix, BIA. So essentially the Light program goes for 4 weeks, the same way Ultra does weeks 3 and 4. It's very, very simple to follow. And so weeks 1 to 4, 50 grams of net carbs a day. So we cleanse on Mondays, but we don't start cleansing until weeks 3 and 4. You can do half an Isoline Pro shake a day, or you could do Tri-Release shake, all of the supplements. And then it follows, the same sort of schedule, 6 Omegas per day, 3 in the morning, 3 in the afternoon, or you could do 3 in the afternoon, 3 before bed, Accelerators morning and noon, Isoflesh before bed, Whey Thins or the Amp Bar mid-afternoon. And so Isagenix Coffee is incredible. organic. It's very, very smooth. It's got some green tea extract. It's got some coconut oil. So it's already designed for a program like this. So we suggest that you have iced coffee in the morning. If you don't want to drink this, you can order Bia, which I'll talk about. And if you're like me and you like a dark roast coffee, you can regrind it and make it a finer grind. So it's just that richer, darker coffee kind of flavor. You can add some MCT or brain octane oil into it. So a teaspoon of that, a teaspoon of ghee, and blend it up. It's amazing. So I have one of these every single mid-morning. I have a black coffee first thing in the morning, and then I work out, and then I have this mid-morning, and I fast all the way up until noon. So even though on the light program, you eat all through the day, and the ultra, you would fast until noon, I found for me at 47 years old that fasting until noon, especially Monday through Friday, I just feel so much better. So I eat between noon and 8 p.m. and I eat small meals. You have to do what feels right for you. I'm not a person who, if I eat a big meal, I have a lot of energy. I'm that kind of person. If I eat a big meal, I feel really tired. So I'm constantly eating, every 2 hours between noon and 8, and that works really well for me. Bia is our newest product. It's absolutely incredible. So you can have this as a coffee substitute if you want. It has less than a gram of sugar. It has only 10 calories. It's got adaptogens, which help your body deal with stress. It also has mushroom in it, and it tastes like a strawberry Bellini. You're not going to taste any mushroom, but shiitake, maitake mushrooms, these are great for your immune system. It has raw ingredients in it. I am so excited about this. So if you're not a coffee drinker, you can have a couple of these a day. I would say, one in the morning, one mid-afternoon or mid-morning. If you are a coffee drinker, I would just say to you, you know your body better than I do. I know for myself, I can only do 2 servings of caffeine a day and I'm done. So that might mean you're having a Bia in the morning and a butter coffee mid-afternoon or mid-morning or something like that. But I'll let you guys figure it out. This is a game changer. I've been using this for a couple of days. I am so full. My mood is amazing. My brain is clear. I love, love, love this product, and I think it's going to be massive. All right, the IT Tri-Release Protein. This is not just for athletes. This has 3 different types of protein in it. So it has whey, egg protein, and milk protein. And it is a very slow release protein. So you can replace 2 meals or 2 snacks. So, is it a meal replacement? It is very high in protein. It is ultra low in carbs. It's got, I believe, 6 grams of carbs. You can add in some unsweetened coconut milk or almond milk if you want to bump up the calories there. That's a great, great way to do it. You could also put a teaspoon of coconut oil in there. It's going to make it very creamy. That's going to up the fat content. But when you start to think about it, if you're going to eat 5 times a day, and on this program, you're constantly eating. One gal who dropped, I think she has done several Pro Edges. I think she's down almost 100 pounds now. She's like, oh my gosh, I'm constantly eating. It's crazy. I'm eating more now than when I weighed 100 pounds over my healthy body weight. So think about it this way. Stop thinking in terms of meals like, potatoes and a steak and vegetables, and start to think that meals and snacks are interchangeable, okay? And you want to be eating small amounts of calories throughout the day. And so this is a great way to do it. You're going to have 2 of these shakes. Content oil, as I said, you can put a couple of drops in water. So I drink out of one of these. I have about 4 of these a day. And so how many drops would I put in this? I'd put 2 or 3 if you need it. And it's really great because when you're making a lifestyle change and you are someone who's definitely hungry, one of the things is that sometimes our hunger is psychological. So just being able to take something and say, okay, I need to curb my appetite. This is also great content oil just to rub on your abdomen. You can put some on the back of your neck. It is fantastic. The Natural Accelerator. The accelerator has some incredible ingredients in it that are going to help to naturally boost your metabolism. I love the accelerator because it's not stimulating. There's not high amounts of caffeine in it or anything like that. You can take 1 to 2 in the morning and 1 to 2 at lunchtime. It's going to tremendously help. The omegas, your body needs good fats to release body fat. And so when you're shredding off body fat, if you don't get enough good fats, your body won't release body fat. Your hormones are also, a lot of them are made of fats. And if you don't get the right fats, your hormones can sometimes be out of balance. So people, when they're using the omegas, they find their skin looks great, their hair, their nails. It also, again, is going to help with releasing the body fat. So what else do you need? You might need some bulletproof brain octane oil if you're going to do butter coffee. If you like shakes super sweet, try Release in Isopro or not. You can put stevia drops in there. They come in many flavors. Healthy meals, you know, a protein, green vegetables. It could be some hard-boiled eggs. It could be a small piece of chicken or fish. Your body can only digest about 32 to 40 grams of protein in one sitting. And in animal protein, so chicken, fish, that kind of thing, there are about 7 grams of protein per ounce. So if you eat a 5-ounce chicken breast, most people eat a 7-ounce chicken breast. 5-ounce chicken breast is 35 grams of protein. You can't digest a 10-ounce steak. That's 70 grams of protein. Your body will not digest it fully. So in ProEdge, we recommend doing small amounts of protein. So about the size of your fist at you know, your main meals that you would have. All right, so this week's plan is you're gonna enter the IsaBody Challenge. Part of ProEdge is you enter the IsaBody Challenge. It's non-negotiable. You can win free products. You might even win thousands of dollars. Hello. People who enter the IsaBody Challenge are part of the IsaBody Challenge. They tend to adhere to programs better. You're gonna buy a tape measure and scale that measures your body fat. If you don't have the body fat measurement scale, that's totally fine, but get a tape measure. Take your measurements. You're going to take your upper arm, your neck, your chest, your waist, your hips, each thigh, your calves, because sometimes our bodies are all different. Some of us will release inches faster than pounds. Some of us release pounds. So we want you to take your measurements just so you'll be accurate and also weigh yourself. And then print out a list of net carbs in foods. There are great resources in the Facebook group. And then choose which version. Are you doing light or ultra? Maybe last time you did light, you want to try ultra. Maybe last time you did ultra and you're like, I'm going to do light this time. You pick. We are not judgmental, but we all start cleansing on week 3. So I don't care if you start light or ultra, just know we're not cleansing till week 3. Order products that you don't already have. And it's very, very important, because if you don't have a product that is essential to ProEdge, you're not going to be able to get the same result as everyone else. And so you want to do that. Now, if there is a product like BIA, when you're watching this, that isn't yet available in Canada, as an example, just order what you don't have. And then when those products become available, do order them. And then keep a food journal as well. I cannot emphasize this enough. Your emotions are directly tied to foods. And science has now shown that over 70% of serotonin, which is our happy neurochemical, is produced in our gut. So when your gut is out of whack, your serotonin's out of whack, your mood is out of whack, and you want to begin to journal. And that's how, you know, as we age, or depend, it doesn't matter how old we are, our bodies need different things at different times in our life. And I know for myself, fasting, I started fasting until noon the first time we ever did ProEdge, and I've never gone back. I'm actually the lowest weight I've been since before I had my last 2 daughters. And for me, my mood is better, my energy is better when I do this. And I learned that because I was journaling, right? And so the same thing for you. And then let your social media followers know that you're doing the challenge. Say, hey guys, I just want to share with you, I'm doing a 30-day body transformation challenge. I will keep you posted. This is a great way for those of you building the business to increase your enrollments. And we also saw in our first ProEdge, when we surveyed people, people did increase their enrollments tremendously. If you're watching this and it isn't yet midnight on October 15th, I would just say keep inviting, keep inviting, keep inviting. The more team members you have in this challenge, you're going to have better retention, you're going to have better excitement, better adherence, and better recruiting. So, and again, the team, I have, you know, paid members of my staff that help put this on for you. Our coaches all volunteer their time, and it is a labor of love. We do it out of love. And my biggest wish for you is that I would ask that in the group that you do stay positive. Any feedback, you stay positive. Even if you're struggling, try not to have a pity party. Often when we go into victim, we're trying to pull as many people in with us. And I don't think any of you would sleep well at night if you knew that your pity party sabotaged someone else who really needed to succeed in this program, because maybe they're going through something and they're not feeling good in their life or their marriage, and you deciding to make your pity all about you sabotage someone else's success. I don't think any of you are that kind of person. So if you are having a challenge in the group, ask a question. Hey, I'm really hungry all the time. What do you suggest? Or, hey, I can't find this in my local grocery store. What do you suggest? Or they ran out of this, at my local health food store. What's the substitution? Any of these are good questions, but involving people in emotional drama, I will kick you out of the group, because I don't have time for that. And I'm here to serve all of the people who really want this program to work and need it to work. And I do say that with love. So with that, God bless. I hope you guys are just going to rock this challenge, and it's going to be amazing. I'm so excited to do it right along with you. So with that, welcome to warm up week. Let's get the party started. Make sure you go in and order all your products and sign up for the IsaBody challenge, and just look for new coaching and new training and new support every single day, because it is on. Let's go for it.